Hi everyone, my name is Ash Shukla and I like to say namaste and welcome to today's live stream. My friends, I am so excited today because today's topic is so unique. I am going to be talking to you about 2020 election energy. Now, I know first of all, many of us are always deciding, what should we do and how does this all work. So today I thought about uh, picking up this different topic than I normally pick up, and partially because I really want to just have a conversation with you guys. And those of you who are, going out today to, choose, who you want our candidate to be. My prayers to the universe that may universe come in your life and help you choose the person you are dreaming about. So thank you so much for being tuning in our live today, because it is a extremely important topic that I thought I discussed today, because I know that I talk about different things, and my goal on this channel is to bring you topics and show you how things are all interrelated or interconnected. So as I'm talking to you today, about 2020 election energy, and as I'm discussing this topic with you, I would love to first of all get some comments and likes and shares, and of course subscribes onto my channels. I would really appreciate that, and I want to thank you ahead of time for doing that. Now, as I'm talking to you today, I'm just going to have a conversation with you guys today, and I just want to understand from or help you understand from a perspective, from a different way of thinking, as to how all this comes together. Because if you go back to the days of election, I mean, when did election really started? And I believe it started somewhere in the French era. And as the elections began its way into our human life, and we first of all, the importance of election, right? I think that it's important to choose, right? Choose who we want our leader to be. Somebody who we can follow, somebody who we can believe in, somebody who knows that is going to go out and fight the fight for us and give it all they got, so they can do better for the public, right? So elections, came about because obviously there is always a thing about good and the bad, right? About everything, there's a good and the bad. And energetically speaking, when you're taking a look at the elections and their energies and how they flow and how they work, like if you start from the beginning to the end, and how things really flow. And when the election started initially in the French era, is what I have read up on so far on Wiki. And basically, when election started, because of disputes and because of what people really wanted, and what people needed to have a leader that they can follow. And as we go about choosing leaders, not just in one part of the world but everywhere in the world, what happens is the question. What happens throughout these elections? So initially, obviously, look, anybody who is choosing a leader, they're always nervous. And people who are anytime there is a candidate who stands up and says, I am your leader, right? That's also a scary thing. So the question is, how do we how does all this work, and how does it come together? What does energies or chakras have to do with that? And then is the question that we all get to answer. And I'm going to be discussing this with you today, and really making sense out of all of this that's happening. Because I believe that we are in times where divide is greater. I believe that we are in times where the prayers are needed to bring people together. So what used to be in alignment, where people were in alignment, and things have fallen out of shape all over the world. And it brings me to tears, honestly, to say that people are now actually falling apart instead of coming together. And I think it's important that when we choose our leader, whoever the leader that we choose it to be, is a leader that is bringing people together and lifting us up and helping us out and moving us forward and helping us do things so that we can have a brighter future, so we can have a better future, so we can be grounded and not have to feel like we are going to lose it all, right? I think at the end of the day, when we are looking at leadership, what do we look for in a leader? We look for in a leader somebody who is going to take us forward. And the question is, how does energies and chakras, and what does that all have to do with all the stuff that I'm talking? And by the way, if you like the topic, go here at the bottom, like, comment, share, or subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Look, if you when you like and comment, I get to have a conversation with you. When you give me some love, right? It's always great. If you always make a comment, it's fantastic, because that tells me that you are listening, and we can have a nice open-ended conversation. And when you are sharing, look, that is an ultimate a blessing from you to me, and saying thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to have that opportunity to say thank you. But I can only do that if we are doing all these things, right? So I would highly encourage you to go here at the bottom and do all that. Now, as I'm talking to you, as we are discussing this topic today, I want to tell you that this was a topic that has been in my mind for some time, and I figured, what a better time than now, right, to talk about this. And as I'm talking to you, so I want you to understand how this really works, right? Because look, us as people, we are energetic beings. We have energies within us, and there are certain things that we believe in. And as inside of each one of us, we have seven main energetic centers in our body. And these energetic centers, when they are not in alignment, right, we feel out of balance. And that's pretty much what's been happening around the world. If you take a look at the globe right now, what's been happening given the pandemic and all the stuff that has happened, we feel out of balance. And part of the reasoning we feel out of balance is because that there has been a big shift, right? There has been a big shift in energies in so many different ways, because we feel completely out of alignment. When we go out, we have to wear a mask, and when we come in the when we come in the house, and we have to wash all the groceries and make sure that it's sanitized, and all of that stuff that we have to do in today's world. So this energies all over the world have been disrupted, right? Our I could say that this is a pond that we have. Our body is a pond, and our bodies are pond, and our ponds have been polluted in many ways. And politically speaking, it is a similar thing, where we are looking to align ourselves properly with the people that we are choosing our leaders to be. So the question is, what does that mean, and how do we know for sure that this is the right leader and this is not? And without let me just kind of explain to you how this works, right? Because in each one of us, these are universal energies that exist, and what we do is that we choose the leader based on energetic alignment. And as you're going out to choose your leader, I want you to ask yourself these questions, right? The first question ask you I want to ask you want to ask or answer is very simple. First question you want to answer is, is this leader, is this leader going to help me with my Muladhar chakra, meaning my base chakra? Is this leader going to give me with this my first chakra? So chakra is a system where you have seven energetic centers going on your spine. They start from the bottom and they go up, and these energetic centers, they basically decide whether you're aligned or misaligned. Now these are invisible centers, but these are seven main wheels in your body that turns the energy from inside of your body. So as it's turning the energy, you are that's what makes you who you are, right? Depending on which one of your chakra is primary chakra. So the very first thing as us as human beings look for in a leader is a safety and security. We look for safe, stable, leader. Now in today's world, what really yeah, basically speaks safety to us is actually economy, employment, right? Who can create more jobs? Which leader is going to come in and help us out to take care of our family, and which leader is going to come and is going to make us feel safe so we can go outside on the roads. And when we are driving, we don't feel like we are being right, or which leader is going to help us, right? We can, where if you go out to the parks and other places, and how we feel about this. So that's the very first thing that a leader basically asks. Okay, so we ask of our leader is that we are looking for this safety, we are looking for this security. That's called Muladhar Chakra, which is your first chakra. The second chakra that we look for in a leadership, right? The second chakra that's important is called Swadhisthana Chakra. Okay. Now the Swadhisthana Chakra, this particular chakra is basically, what this is known for. This second chakra is called Sacral Chakra, the second chakra, which is right by your privates. Okay, that's what your second chakra is. And this particular chakra is known for creativity and evolution and building something new and something creative and getting it out there. Like, that's what this is known for. So the second thing that we ask is this leader, creative enough to help us navigate through the issues that we need to navigate through? This is the second thing that we ask as people, as individuals, right? We should be asking this question anyway. So but this is, it's actually energetic thing. Internally, we are asking this to the world. The third chakra that really relates with us, first and foremost, I want to say, Prabhakar, okay, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. The third chakra we talk about is a Manipura Chakra. Now, this chakra has everything to do with inspiration, somebody who is an action taker. So we ask ourselves, okay, is this leader, first, it's going to make us feel safe? Is he or she creative enough that's going to take us forward? And number three, is this leader, this is called solar plexus or Manipura Chakra, which is your third chakra. So in a third chakra, is this leader inspiring? Is this leader motivating? Is this leader going to take us forward? Is this leader really going to go into action when it's needed? Is this leader going to jump all in? Is he or she all in? Right? I am. So are they this kind of person? Right? Or are they the overpowering nature, where they're just going to overpower us, right? Who's going to throw us under the bus? That's not what we are looking for. So when you are looking at this from a perspective of what are we looking for, our solar plexus chakra, your Manipura Chakra, right? We call it in a Sanskrit language. So when you look at this right now, when you're asking yourself this question is, what type of leader are we looking for? I want you to go here at the bottom and make some comments and give me some likes and love and shares and of course subscribes. I would really appreciate that. Okay, I love you guys a lot, and I just want to have this topic discussion with you, because look, we are, as a people, we get to choose who we want our leader to be today. So in the world, whether it's here in the US or anywhere in the world, in India, there is elections going on right now. There's a lot of places that are elections going on right now. So I thought I'd discuss this topic. So Manipura Chakra, third chakra, has to be in alignment as well. The fourth chakra that we should look for is called Anahatha Chakra, which that has been such a turmoil right now, right? Because has been this divide. When you say namaste, we bring things together. This is how people should be, in my opinion. They should be in alignment and they should be together like this, right? We are coming together as two people, individuals, hearts are meeting and our energies are meeting. So Anahatha Chakra is your heart chakra. So it's right here. So in Anahatha Chakra, right? So Anahatha Chakra has the whole purpose is love and compassion, right? Now, do we have a leader that loves us, he is compassionate, who is caring, who's going to be taking us forward in our lives and take us to the next next stage of love, right? Next stage of passion, next stage of compassion, where we can be open to other people. Because now when the heart chakra is in alignment, when we make sure that we are in alignment with other people, right, we are making sure that we are in alignment with ourselves. We are making sure that not only we are taking care of ourselves, but we also, as a people, we want to make a difference in other people's lives. But to do that, we have to have abundance of compassion, abundance of love, abundance of passion, abundance of having this desire to move things forward. So the question is this leader going to help us move forward? Yes or no, right? That's the one thing. Now the next thing that comes about is when you have the Anahatha Chakra, we are looking for a leader who is going to help us with Anahatha Chakra. But the next thing we look for is Vishuddha Chakra. Is this leader, we are looking for somebody who is an excellent communicator, who's going to make us feel good, who's going to make us go forward and not drag us backwards and help us out in our lives, by communicating with us, by listening to us. There's two forms of communication, right? One form of communication, non-verbal, and second form of communication is just speaking out loud. The question is, are they giving us non-verbal communication by listening to us, right? God give us 2 ears. And is this leader listening to us? Is this leader really, just shutting up? Just shut up, right? One time, and are they listening to us? Is the question we ask. Because if they're truly listening, and if they're using the 2 ears, 2 ears proportionately, and using their mouths proportionately, that leader is going to win every single time. So this is one of the ways you can really tell who is the right leader for you. Listen, I know that we all want to win and we all want our leaders to win, but listen, at the end of the day, you want to ask these questions to yourself. Who is in alignment with all of these things? Because when you do, boom, you got yourself a winner and you can move forward, right? So you got the Vishuddha Chakra. Now let's go with your Ajna Chakra, your third eye chakra. Now your third eye chakra, Ajna Chakra, that has everything to do with thoughtfulness, right? Is this leader thoughtful? Is this leader actually going to think things through, or are they going to be like a dodo bird who's going to jump off the cliff and take us all with him or her, right? These are some of the questions we ask. Listen, this has everything to do with everything, right? When you look at the alignments of energies and how they should be coming together. Now, the last but not least, okay, ultimately, we are asking ourselves, is this leader going to go tap into Sahasra Chakra and take us to nirvanic state? At the end of the day, we are asking ourselves that question. And the question is this leader going to take us into the ultimate nirvanic state, right? And if the answer to the question is, these are the 7 main things that we look for us as human beings, right? We look for a leader. Sorry about that, guys. We look for a leader that really helps us, right? We have Neeraj Shah here. Thank you, Neeraj Bhai, for joining us. Today I'm discussing this topic in a completely different way that you probably haven't thought about. So thank you for joining. Really appreciate you. So with that in mind, you want to think about a leader that's in alignment with you. The question is, which leader is in alignment with you? Ask yourself internally. You don't have to answer me, but ask yourself internally, right? Who is in alignment with you, and who is meeting all these 7 different criterias that you have. See, because what happens is, us as human beings, we want somebody who we can, and who we love and we trust, but more importantly, who is going to help us move forward in our lives. And us as human beings, when leaders who are communicating with us, when they fail to communicate with each of our energy centers in a proper manner, they usually end up losing. So my question to you is, as you're looking at the winners and the losers, right, wherever you are in the world, and you are answering this question about 2020 election energy, Ellie B says, great topic this morning. Thank you so much, Ellie. Really appreciate you, my friend. You want to think about, like, when you're looking at this topic, right? You want to think about who do you want who is in alignment with you. Because see, what happens is, when the elections start, when the elections are announced, right, the candidates stand up and they say, I want to be your leader. And then initially they start talking and nothing really makes sense, because they're still kind of like in a testing mode or guessing game that's going on. And as people speak up and the leaders who listen, what happens is leaders who are grounded tend to listen more. They just know, they're very steadfast. They know exactly how to, be and stay grounded, right? They are always, that's who they are, right? That's not something, you don't become a different, from a chakras, from energies, right? You don't become a different person all of a sudden. Your energy centers are fixed. There is like they have a home in your body, and it just doesn't all of a sudden change home. It doesn't work that way. It stays where it's at. So we are looking for those kind of leaders who are grounded, who is extremely creative, you know who can help us navigate the waters, because world is a complex place, and who knows, I mean, if everything can be helped, we might be living on Mars. Like, I don't know, it's probably possible, right? And if you like that idea, go ahead and type here at the bottom the word #Mars, right? So that being said, you want to think about all of these things as I'm talking to you. We are looking for a leader who is creative. We are looking for leaders who are, they're going to get the job done, get it done, get it finished, right? We are looking for leaders, who are coming from their heart. They're passionate about what they do and how they're going to change the world, and they have a clear vision, and they have this passion and drive to make things happen. They have this open heart to welcome us and say, welcome in my arms, and give you that big hug, right? Like, I believe in you as a person, as an individual. So I want to tell you that I love you, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining me. So their heart is open, their communication is solid, is crisp, is clear. They're not just rambling and going on and on about some unwanted topic. They know exactly what they're talking about, and they know exactly where they're going to take us. And their Antitled Chakra is absolutely solid, and they know exactly where they're going. They know exactly where they're going to take us. And at the end, they are going. We know, we can trust them that they will take us to nirvanic state. And my question to you is, who do you believe in your election? We are going to be who is going to be the next leader based on this alignment. You can tell if you give yourself score from 1 to 10, and you score it out, you will know who is going to be the right leader for you. So my suggestion for today, I want to say thank you so much for joining me and for this this episode. Really appreciate you being here today. I love you a lot. And make sure to go to my website, financialchakras.com, if you want to see some different topics than what you are normally seeing all over the place. Okay. If you want to see different topics than what you are normally seeing, then please feel free to join me in Financial Chakras. Make sure you like, follow, share, comment. Here at the bottom, we have Toby here. Toby says, hey, Ash. Hello, Toby. How are you, my friend? So as I'm discussing this topic, as I just coming to conclusion here, but those of you who are joining, so Toby says she loves my background. Thank you so much, Toby. I really appreciate you. So that being said, my friends, as we are coming to closure to this, right? You see those lamps behind me, those lights, right? Those are us, right? And they're sitting. We are praying, and it is my prayer with those lamps. This is the Diwali time. It's our New Year is coming up, right? And things like that. I want to take all those lamps and pass it on to your lives and say thank you so much for being here. And I pray to the universe to give you all the health, wealth, and happiness that you deserve. And with that in mind, go ahead, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me. I would really appreciate that. And I just want to let you know I love you a lot. And make sure you write down, what do you think about this topic? What are the kind of topics you want me to discuss that are completely different than what everybody else discusses? I would love to know what unique topics that you want me to discuss. Go here at the bottom and make sure you write them down. Thank you so much for everything. Love you a lot, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.